All right, my next story. I'm a huge fan of like heists and bank robberies. I will watch the shittiest bank robbery movie like it's one of the best fucking movies ever. I'm obsessed with these things. So this is a real life bank robbery story. An elderly man walked into a bank, no mask on, had his hand in his pocket, walked with the bank teller, slid a note across saying, "I have a gun. Put all of the money, put all of your money in your drawer up front." So she did it. She's like, I don't, whatever, maybe he has a gun. So she put it up. He then scooped up the money in his arm and then just sat down in the waiting room of the bank that he just robbed and waited for the police. The police showed up. They have no fucking clue. This guy just robbed a bank and then sat there. They then interviewed his wife, and she had said that they got in a huge fight and been fighting a lot recently. And he stormed out and said, "I would rather go to prison than spend another fucking day with you."
Yeah.
But here's the best part.
I've had those days.
Yeah. So in court, the judge sentenced him to, drum roll, 6 months of house arrest with his wife.
House arrest. Bam. That judge is a funny prick.
I mean, the guy didn't like actually steal money. He just got money and then sat down. But yeah, he was sentenced to 6 months of house arrest.
Hey, here's an interesting story. Sure. Did you know in Denmark there are zombie minks rising from the grave?
I did not know that.
Yeah, they're confected minks that had to be culled. And they've been murdered by the government and then shoved in a 3-foot hole, and they've been coming out of the ground.
Damn.
Turns out it's just gases. But wouldn't that be cool if they were the undead?
That would be cool.
Yeah, zombie minks. So the government solution is continue killing the minks, but dig a 6-foot hole. Weird and true.
My next story, it's pretty short. I think it's fucking super crazy. So, the Swedish military, for 15 years, kept having their radars go off, thinking that Russian submarines were about to attack Sweden, invade Sweden, and wipe them all out. So they kept sending up boats and submarines to like see what the fuck's going on, and they couldn't figure out. They kept their alarms kept going off, kept getting tripped that Russia is attacking. Turns out that there was a school of fish farting, and the Swedes boats and submarines were thinking that it was Russian subs attacking them.
What kind of fish?
For 15 years.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know fish could fart. And they were farted, was it like one long fart for 15 years? Did they trade off like one fish would fart and the other would pick up?
So there were sounds like frying bacon and bubbles being released underwater.
Frying bacon? Is that what it sounds like when a fish farts?
Oh my God! Why did I read this a while ago? But I guess I must have missed. All right. This is a quote. It turns out herring have a swim bladder, ... and the swim bladder is connected to the anal duct of the fish, Wahlberg said. It's a very unique connection only found in herring, so a herring can squeeze its swim bladder, and that way it can blurt out a small number of bubbles through the anal opening. And the Swedes were mistaking that for a Russian nuclear sub attacking.
Don't you say that you've never learned anything from this show.
Yes, you have learned that fish fart, and that fish farts sounded like nuclear Armageddon.